UFC 320 and some of its fights were just announced from the big bald man himself, Dana White. For the main event, we have Alex Pereira versus Big Ink. Number 2, for the co-main, we have Merab versus Corey Sandhagen. Honestly, bit of a shame that Merab is still a co-main, honestly. It made kind of sense for the Islam fight because he was going to fight Arman Tsarukyan, and that is a really big fight. But then Moicano stepped in, and honestly, I thought, okay, maybe it's time for Merab to be the main event. And now seeing Pereira versus Ank 2 and Merab not as the main, but as the co-main, it makes sense because, you know, one is a huge pay-per-view guy, and the other is just a wrestler that is coming up. It's one of my favorite fighters, but that doesn't mean it sells pay-per-views if it's my favorite. Then, for the featured fight of the night, we have Yuri Prohaska versus not big, but just normal, regular 5'8" Khalil Roundtree. It might be 5'10". I know Pereira was sizing him up a bit, but that is an absolute banger fight. I sound like Dana White right now. And we also have 321, which is Aspinall versus Gond. 320 will take place on October 5th, I believe, or October 1st. Don't take my word on either. And I know for sure that UFC 321 is taking place on October 25th. Yes, there is no pay-per-view in September. We just have both in October. I will be going over my early predictions, starting off with the main event, Big Ink versus Pereira. And I may or may not have a little bit of bias when it comes to this because I am a Big Ink kind of guy. And I did say if Big Ink won, I was going to shave my head, which did happen, and which did also happen. So I will be going with Big Ink once again. I do believe Big Ink can pull it off, and he is just a better fighter overall. Pereira is catching up in age, and it will be time where he falls off. But Big Ink, with his coffee shop, has plenty of energy, and he will come out swinging, kicking, checking the leg kicks. Now, I do believe that Big Ink will pull it off 85%. That's my kind of race. That's my percentage I put it on. Pereira, there's always a puncher's chance, and Pereira does hit pretty hard. But let's not forget who got rocked the last fight, because it wasn't Big Ink. It was Pereira, the hard hitter himself. My final prediction, Big Ink, probably decision. I hope it's a late TKO, like a body shot or just stumbles and starts swinging. I really do hope that Big Ink puts him out, because there's another fight that was very similar to this. It was Alexander Volkanovski versus Islam Makhachev. That's right, Alexander Volkanovski, fan favorite, big pay-per-view guy. He took on the Russian, the Dagestani, Islam Makhachev. And just like that, Big Ink took on Pereira. See the similarities? In the first fight, everyone was like, oh, it's a robbery, this and that. No, this happened, no, that happened. That's all BS, I believe. Because I do believe both of them edged out their victories, no diddy. I do believe Islam and both Big Ink won those fights. And in no means am I a Dagestani glazier, just something to take in consideration. But my point bringing back is, in the rematch, all those questions were answered by Islam Makhachev's KO over Alexander Volkanovski. I do believe a very similar thing will happen, and Ink will knock out, or even I could see a submission, call me crazy, standing guillotine when he was holding them against the fence and Pereira was kind of ducking his head low and trying to push him off. Maybe we can get a standing guillotine, but it's very unlikely. So I do think it'll be either a decision or round 3 or 4 finish. Pereira's gas tank is really, really good, so I doubt it's going to be really slow in the 5th round, and always puncher's chance. Moving on to the co-main event, Merab versus Corey Sandhagen. I'm a very big fan of Merab, and it's very hard for me to answer this without bias because I've seen Merab for a little bit now, and when everyone was hating, I was still a fan. So I do think that Corey Sandhagen beats Merab in round 5, knockout, flatlining him cold. I'm obviously joking. Corey Sandhagen stands absolutely no chance. I mean, did you see him after the Sugar fight? he was left absolutely devastated. I think that Merab takes this, and when he unlocked submission ability. Let's not forget that I don't know where the submission ability came from. He just unlocked it, I guess. I do think that Merab gets this done via submission. First round, second round, call me crazy. I think it's first or second round submission. Next, we have the featured fight of the night, Khalil Roundtree Jr. versus Yuri Prochazka. Both absolute fan favorites, maybe one a lot more than the other, but I do find myself a big fan of both. And this is very hard for me to pick with my emotions because I am a big fan of both. But looking into it, technically, Yuri has really good, I don't know, he just randomly unlocked head movement out of nowhere last fight. So we have to take that into consideration. Plus, Khalil Roundtree's absolute amazing Muay Thai. And honestly, if you ask me, Khalil Roundtree takes this. The reason I say this is because Khalil Roundtree has been on the come up. He made Jamal Hill look absolutely silly. So did Yuri Prochazka. That's something to think about. But I just think his Muay Thai is too good to where he will be landing those shots. And with his huge combinations, he doesn't just have a 1-2, he has multiple punch combinations. I don't think Yuri's unlocked head movement will be able to keep up with Khalil Roundtree's Muay Thai striking. And I think those leg kicks will get to him, similar to how I'm pretty sure it got to him in the Pereira fight. I'm not too sure. I mean, we don't have much to go off of. We only have like 3 rounds in total. That's finally. Last fight we're going to talk about, it is Ciryl Gane, the big serial himself, serial killer, going to slaughter Tom Aspinall because that's who he is. He will pull this off, and he will sleep Aspinall, and he will send Aspinall to the Shadow Realm in a different universe because I'm taking Tom Aspinall round 1 KO. I don't even think I need to explain myself. Ciryl Gane just flat out sucks. He just flat out buns. And he robbed Alexander Volkov. So yes, I am taking Tom Aspinall to beat Ciryl Gane. Without question, I don't even think that's debate. No one, you might debate me on Big Ink. You will debate me on Merab. You might debate me on Khalil Roundtree. I know you will debate me on Big Ink, and you will debate me on Khalil Roundtree. You probably agree with me on Merab, and you definitely agree that Tom Aspinall is going to kick the crap out of Ciryl Gane. Anyway, that is my early fight predictions. I got this idea by Bedtime MMA, so go check him out, but you obviously know who that guy is. So if you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like. It'll be highly appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe. And we're trying to get to 10K subscribers. We are at 1K currently. I do believe I have a very good channel, and with a lot of potential, we will make it to 10K. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Putin Ankalaev.